This is a story about how traditional leaders versus servant leaders make huge differences in the way they work and the legacy they leave behind. So the story is about a small, struggling village where there are two guys who are working together. They're called Jonas and Victor, and they were both very charismatic. They knew how to talk to people, how to present, how to communicate, right? How to basically get people on their side. They had a vision, but they led in very different ways, right? So what happened was that Victor, he sought power. So in his way, he gathered followers, but he promised them a better life. He promised them that if they obeyed him, he could, if you follow me, he declared, then I will lead you to success. He gave them a promise, right? He gave them a promise of success. And the villagers admitted that they were drawn towards his approach, but they remained dependent on him, waiting his orders, right? Waiting for his orders, never thinking for themselves. So they never actually created a true sense of leadership for themselves, because that's what happens. The true leader also creates other leaders, because he inspires others to take leadership, to take big steps in life. So as Jonas, that's the other leader, right? However, he had a totally different approach in leading other people. Instead of searching for power, he didn't want followers that just followed what he said. He wanted to build leaders himself. So instead of giving orders, what he did was something completely extraordinary. He showed everyone how to improve their crops, because they were farmers, right, in that time and age. So there were young men and women who wanted to learn how to become farmers themselves. So he taught them how to create their own business. He taught them how to dream big, and regardless of the circumstances, make something out of life that's worth living, right? So he just didn't speak of a better life, but he actually helped others to build one for themselves. So as years passed, when Victor was gone, his followers were lost, were incapable of taking care of themselves, right? But Jonas' teachings, they lived on, most definitely. He actually created something sustainable, and his students became teachers and mentors themselves. And this village where Jonas was teaching was thriving as a village in and of itself. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that a true leader is not the one with the most followers, but is the one who's able to create the most leaders and instilling them a belief that they can do so too.